Okay then, let's just see if we can hear this in the chat, on the stream. We can. Okay then. Yeah, we can. I can hear myself. Lovely stuff. Right then, so good afternoon. It's only just started here, just less than a minute ago, but you know, we'll keep going then. So again, like I said, good afternoon. Welcome to the ARC 1.5 Hours of Alsace. I did say last night, yesterday, in the Seagrave final, that this race was going to be a 3-hour race. It got changed right the last couple of hours, as it got changed, as it is now down to half. So it's now instead of 3 hours, it's only going to be a 90-minute race. I am Savvy. I think we were supposed to have Orloz in the booth, but he's kind of got his time sort of mixed up because obviously he lives an hour ahead of us. So I think we might not get to hear Orloz in the stream too, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but you know, you have to be stuck with me, unfortunately. So yeah, the track that we're racing, like it says, is at Alsace. One of the tracks that we hardly go to, really, but you see there, this was organised here by Robo, and this is just basically just fielded over 3 type of cars. I'll try and get the classes up. So you have the GT500E class, which I believe I think only Robo is it, because I haven't seen the others have done that as well. The GT500s, which is what the Dot M is driving. Oh no, sorry, my bad, that's the GT300, my apologies. Yeah, GT300, and the GT500 is what La Bomba should be racing in. There he is. Yep, this is kind of like the old AJC Championship, only with a new class in, with Robo driving his typical Audi e-tron. Qualifying was actually done yesterday. Only 6 people showed up for it. So we'll give you a rundown then after qualifying as it happened there. So Robo was the fastest in his GT500 E-Class car, as La Bomba is out on the track driving his Lexus, followed there by DD Ranger. It was a good thing that La Bomba did sort of ghosted while DD Ranger took to the Mohouse chicane. La Bomba was the fastest of the GT500 class, who we are looking at right now. He set a time of 1:41.853, just about half a second slower than Robo's time. Kofi in third with a 1:42.313, so he was about half a second slower. Fourth was Jerry Bear, 1:42.429, driving the Nissan. Kofi driving the Honda. DD Ranger, we just saw by there, he's driving the Lexus, and he did a 1:46.571, and there was only one driver that completed qualifying in the GT300s, and that's the guy that is just joined right there, CMR Dominguez, driving his trusty BMW 1:53.591. Oh, DD's going to go off big time at Bust, and he has done. And he's picked up some back end damage there too. So DD Ranger, who was 4 seconds slower than Jerry Bear's time, as hopefully the bad qualifying will be out of the way, and he will do a lot better come in the race. There is a look then at Lorasco going by. For those that have just joined that are in this lobby, they're going to be starting in randomizing order behind CMR Dominguez. So we've got the likes of the Dotum in the GT300 class. He's driving the Lexus. Rascal, there he is. He was in the booth with me yesterday. He is in the GT500 class, driving the Honda NSX. There's a look then at Robo, the fastest man, driving that E-Type, E-Tron, sorry. DD Ranger in the Lexus. Here's a new driver that I don't think we have seen on the Streamwise in the ARC. Strife and Swoosh, I believe it. I think hope I've said the first part of his gamer tag correctly. We'll call him Strifen for short. He's driving the Toyota. And ARC Nico, who is also in the GT500 class, and he is driving the Nissan GTR. Still waiting for a couple of others to join. Jerry Bear, Kofi, I believe Techno Guy, Matty as well. So we are still waiting for a couple of other racers to join in. Just checking to see. Yes, Slimmy Cam is also a reserve. We should be having ARC Genesis as well. He's also battling with Robo in the GT500E class. And oh, there's Cro Magna. He's joined. I wonder he'll be driving his traditional purple liveried whatever car it is. So out goes Nico out onto the track. Yeah, Alsace, very up and down sort of track. It's the reverse circuit that we racing with back before we did race on the opposite side. Oh well, the reverse side. So the first corner hairpin is now the last corner, the Riesenborg hairpin. Rascal's wanting to get into a party chat. Let's see if we've got any people in the chat here. No one's saying anything in the chat. It's been quite quiet in there. Come on, people. Who's in there having a chat? Come on. Yeah, so we are still waiting on a few others to join in. Techno. Oh, he's also driving the GT500E class too. So we could have potentially 3 if Techno is joining. If he is. As well as Matty, the gatekeeper. Now, the rules as it stands is the fuel consumption is at ×2, tyre wear at ×3. They can use the softs, mediums and the hard tyres. Tyre rules, there's no tyre rules whatsoever. Damages on light. The standing starts with a false start check. And like I said, the grid order is set by times in qualifying at practice. The classes will not be separated. So like I said there, with the 6 people that entered into qualifying last night, they will be starting in their respective positions. For guys like the Dotum, Strifen, Nico, Rascal, it's just a chance where they're going to end up qualifying behind Dominguez, who was the slowest out of the 6 drivers that showed up. But of course, he was the only GT300 driver that made the field. Tell you what, it'd be quite nice to see Cro Magna racing, just to get some numbers up here. Well, it looks like it that he is, and oh, he's gone for his trusty purple. Yep, he's in the GT500s as well. We have seen Cro race with this car back in the AGC. DD's just left the room, has to restart his Nico's also left the room, but they'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't worry about that. So we'll have a look at... oh, careful, Crow. Whoa, yeah. That was a bit messed up there. So we'll go through a lap around this Alsace village, reversed really. So this is the last corner then, the Wiesenburg. Second gear for Crow, and then you got this little short shoot down the start for the straight, and then to the tight and twisty Mohouse chicane. Could be getting a little bit dicey through there on the opening lap. And again, look at him just sliding the rear tyres here with these GT2 cars. Now up the brow of the hill, and then we're going to go slightly downhill into this right-hander, and then in towards Mutzig, another hairpin. Car looks like he's understeering just a tiny bit there. Now going into Ernstein right here. And then into La Ville, the big right-hand banked corner. Normally it's left-handed if it's the opposite way around. You also think back to the race back in Season 5 when Hallex drove that amazing race, the way he especially looked after those tyres and still somehow won the race out of there. That was Oswald, and now into Bust. It's a left-hander, first gear for him. Second gear, getting on the power a bit too early. Now for this long right-hander, which will eat up the left side tyres. Oh, he's clipping the grass quite a lot, ain't he? Now this is Hagenau. Maryland has joined the room. Nice to see Maryland joining here. This is Durenbach. Slightly up and downhill section here. We're going to go slightly downhill and now back to Wiesenburg. And then that is a lap around Alsace with Cro Magna, who is really not getting to grips with this track, I have to say. But there he goes. He does a time. So it's a pretty tricky track, this, you know, not a lot of straightaways. It's a very tight, twisty, you know, racetrack here. It's got a lot of elevation, a lot of... what's the opposite of elevation? But there you go. There's a look then at Dominguez in the BMW, getting close to the back of Streifen. And in fact, he's going into the pits there. So let's have a look then at the newbie here, Streifen. Hope I've just said his name right. And he's just making his way down towards the Wiesenburg hairpin, and to start his first flying lap. There's a look then. DD Ranger is in. No sign of Kofi or Jerry Bear. I think they're probably still asleep. Oh, I think Streifen is a little bit laggy there on my screen there. Just getting the Mohouse chicane a little bit crossed up. It's time to get back going now. See a few people going there with different tyre strategies. So we'll have a look at the drivers that are looking in here. So we've got La Bomba on the softs, followed by Rascal also on the softs. Cro Magna going for the soft tyres. Dottam on mediums. Nico on softs. Streifen is on the hard tyres. Maryland he's driving the AMG Mercedes, and he's got a lot of damage on his car. But nonetheless, he is on the hard tyres. Robo looks like he's opting for the mediums. La Bomba and Dominguez also on the softs, and DD Ranger on the mediums. So we're going to have at least 10 people racing here. So quite a few in the GT500s. So Robo is just starting to get the final underway. Dominguez put in the BOP there, but I don't think he had time to higgy it. So there's a look then at the 10-car grid. And again, it's a shame that we're not seeing Kofi or Jerry Bear, but, you know, yeah, well. So this is just a one lap, just to see if all the cars are underway. It is a standing start, not a rolling start. So Dominguez... Oh, Robo's sort of jumped the start a little bit. I think so too did the Dottam as well, in all fairness. So the field all made their way out of the Moral chicane, and the bumper's got it all crossed up. Cars going off all over the place. It is such a short run up though, isn't it? It's a very short run up to the chicane. Hopefully, I mean, likely, you know, this is only just a bit of practice here. Right on board then with the Dottam with this out lap here, and just see, well, with the one lap then, and just see La Bomba just blitzes by him. Again, the GT500 cars, whenever they approach the slower cars do not need to move out of their way. Look at La Bomba getting all crossed up. Oh, and the Dottam as well. Yeah, you just see how, like, these tyres are going to go through a lot in these 90-minute races. I have to say, they really are. There's a look then at Rorasco. Could be a threat to Robo to win the outright race. Like I was saying in the stream, oh, he's got it go crossed up there out of Haugano. And that's the problem with the Honda, because I've driven that Honda when I did the 2-hour race at Suzuka. I did not like the handling of the Honda. I just thought the rear was way too slippy. But, yeah, there you go then. So they did the one lap, and it looks like we're all nice and good. Yep. So we can all back out, and... we will get this race underway, the 90-minute endurance race that was supposed to be 3 hours, but now changed it to 90 minutes now instead. Still, we should see a good, fun race as Maryland is just about to exit the lobby. If he can. There's always one. There's always one. There's always has to do it. Oh, he's just checking to see about the BOP. So while we've got this little break there, I'll just talk about some of the upcoming championships that's going to be happening soon. The second half of the BTCC Championship, that's going to be back on again next week. So again, action aplenty in those races, that's for sure. And also an upcoming championship that's going to be happening, set by the Furious 2, which is the 400 lap championship. Which is basically like 5 endurance races, but instead they'll be doing 80 laps within those 5 rounds. And they said there's going to be over 2,200 kilometers of endurance racing. So we hope to see loads of people sign up for that one, because that one will certainly be entertaining. Not sure though if there will be a season 6 of the GR3s. On GT Sport, or they're going to leave it to GT7 when GT7 comes out. No, I tell you what, if I was strifing, I would actually change the hard tyres to softs. Really, yeah, that's probably the best one. So really, I think Robo's basically racing for himself in his class. There's no sign of Genesis. There's no sign of Techno Guy. So Robo's going to win the outright class for himself. And there's a look then at Maryland, who was pretty much very much a late replacement. His name wasn't even on the reserves. So, you know, it's always nice to see drivers there just making up the numbers. So this is just a bit of a learning curve here for Maryland, just to know his way around this track. And you can see the likes of him and Crow were kind of struggling. So Robo's just about to start the race there, and we were getting 90 minutes underway. Here we go then. I'm just seeing here on the ARC Council, Kevin is playing Forza Horizon 5. Has he jumped ship to Xbox, has he? That's what you call a definite traitor. Definitely, if that's the case. So here we go then. The guys that made qualifying last night, they will be started in the 4th position, and it will be the Dotum in 5th, Strife in 6th, Rascal, Nico, Maryland, and Crow. That is the 10-car grid. Like I says, no Kofi, no Jelly Bear. So DD Ranger, Dominguez all moved up 2 spots. As there's 2 lights on, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, engine notes rise, lights out, and away we go. Looks like it was a good start from La Bomba there on the 2nd position, but it's Robo with the with the power of that e-tron Audi, makes his way into the Mohouse chicane. Hopefully it's all nice and tidy through there. Vidodum runs a little while out of there, gets into the side of Maryland. That's also the battle for the GT300 classes there. Nico has to swerve and find a way by the slower cars there, as does Crow Magna. And looks like Crow has got by the Dotum as we're on board with him, and Nico has gone by Maryland as well as Crow. And now we can just see further up forward here, riding aboard with Dominguez, and Ranger and Rascal are now side by side. That is for third position there. Ranger getting the loosey-goosey, and Dominguez is trying to go through the middle of both Rascal and Ranger, and actually gets by them. And Nico and Crow Magna can take full advantage of it as well. 3 abreast then, going into La Ville. This could get a little bit hair-raising here. This is like NASCAR style here. And Nico has jumped up into third position as a result of it. Now DD Ranger's holding up Crow Magna in the process. Nico nearly losing it out of, I think that was, I'm trying to get the corner names back up again. My apologies. That was Oswald. Out of they're going into Bust now. And finally, oh, and DD Ranger's gone off again. DD has gone off yet again. And that is out of a Bust. And what happened here? So this is Ostwald. Did he have some help? Oh, he may have had some help there from Crow, I believe. Yeah, and I think Crow's definitely slowing down. I think he may have gone off again, actually. So here's a replay. This is out of Ostwald. And does Crow really get into him? Oh, yes, he does. And he slows down as well, just to slow him up there, but something happened to Crow. Oh wow, and yeah, he's down to 10th place, Crow and DD. So not nice if DD's must have spun again, because a couple of the 300 drivers have gone by. So problems already there for DD. But like I said, it's still very early in the race. So anyway, Robo with the lead. His advantage 2.6 seconds over La Bomba. Obviously, they are different classes. So La Bomba's leading the GT500 class. And he's already got a mammoth 5.2 seconds over Rascal in third position, who has gone by Nico in 4th. Dominguez is leading the GT300 class in 5th. He's got a 6-second advantage over Vidodum in 6th. Like I said, Strifen, the new guy, in 3rd overall and 7th in the class. And Maryland in 8th position. But he's going to be hunted down by the GT300 drivers of DD and Crow. As we look then at Robo and see La Bombas trying to hunt down Robo in that Audi. This is where the Audi can just start pull away now with its faster car over La Bomba. Look at the sparks fly then from the back of Robo. Oh, even more. And you can see there, Robo gained about 7 tenths because the car is super quick on the straight line. But it's where the corners is where the 500s can catch up on them. Now, there is only one penalty burn, and that is where we just saw La Bomba go by before the Wiesenborg hairpin. There is only one penalty burn, and it was, like I said, before the Wiesenborg. Now, the DD Ranger has got up into 8th place, so he's got by Maryland. Now he's going to try and find a way by Streifen Rouge. This is the penalty burn right here. And there is Streifen in 7th place, just going to take his time. Streifen looking a little bit laggy on my screen. And meanwhile, Cro Magnus going on the inside of Maryland. So that's a position change there. Oh, and there goes contact. And DD just a little bit too ambitious, really. And, well, I don't know. Streifen was very, very slow out of the Mohouse chicane. Yeah, again, a bit of problem here. A bit of lagging, too. And, yeah, Crow and Maryland, though, just got held up because of it. Yeah, Streifen is very, very laggy on my screen. Let's see if we can ride on board with Crow. He's got by Streifen, just about. So Streifen, hopefully, this is just a learning process. Back on board with Robo, leading the gap, going up now because he's on the straightaway. La Bomba's gap to Rascal is now 4.5 seconds. So Rascal setting the fastest lap, even faster than Robo in that Audi. So watch out for Rascal. Within a couple of laps, he could catch up to La Bomba. Let's see where Nico is. Nico just having a quiet race by himself there. 10 seconds behind Rascal and 14 seconds behind the GT300 leader. And we're only 6 minutes into this race. It's been absolute carnage from like 6th on back, really. There's a look then at Maryland running 8th place, but running 3rd on the road as Ranger has got off yet again, and I think he's picked up some damage now. So where this is out of... he's slowing down. Is he letting Streifen go by? He must be letting Streifen go by because of the incident at the Mohouse, I believe. Yeah, he must have let him by because of it. Now then, here we go. Then back at the Mohouse chicane. He's a little bit further behind now than Streifen. Now he can get going. Meanwhile, Crow just passing Maryland. And DD has gone... He's found a way by Streifen this time cleanly. So there you go then. And now Crow just getting a little bit on the grass there out of Mutzig. I mean, you can't really put the blame on like Crow or Maryland and that because they are just, you know, very much late replacements. So they would have had like zero practice on this track. So you can't really blame Crow or Maryland if they keep making mistakes. Meanwhile, the guy who loves to say a man on a mission is definitely on a mission. Rascal, the gap now down to about 4 seconds. Again, setting fastest lap yet again. 1:43.065 for the endurance specialist, you could say. And he is starting to close that gap down to La Bomba in 2nd place. And there is a look then still at the leader, Robo, the only driver in the GT500 E-Class. Again, we were supposed to have Techno Guy and Genesis, but they have both not showed up. And there's a look then at the Dotum, quietly just racing by himself. 2nd place in the 300 class. God, we're only, 8 minutes into this race, and he's nearly 20 seconds behind Dominguez in that BMW. This is really the only close battle out on track at the moment here. DD versus Cro-Magnon. 1.3 separates the pair of them. As well as Merlin getting closer to... Stryfen getting closer to Merlin. I just noticed there that Crow had a little off. I was approaching Mutzig. Here we are then. And again, just running a little wide yet again. Struggling to get the power on. And DD will start to stretch his legs away. He's already gained about nearly 2 seconds away from Crow. Now they are starting to close up on the Dotum, second in the GT300 class. Looking at the back of him, and there is DD in the bigger, faster Lexus. And is he going to get him by its bust? I think DD maybe flashed the lights then just a little bit. And he's giving the Dotum a wide berth going into it. And they've actually made a bit of contact on the exit of bust. And again, DD just can't find a way by, and it's going to allow Cro-Magnon to catch up now. Again, the Dotum racing for position. Oh, wow, look at that. Cro-Magnon around the outside of DD. And that was a nice pass there. DD was going at least 15 miles an hour slower there around that corner. Right, let's ride on board then with Crow. And just look how slow DD was out of this corner here. Yeah, he did got held up there. Oh, in fact, he touched to the grass, lost the rear. And yeah, that offered Crow to go into 7th and now into 6th because he passes the Dotum cleanly out of Hagenau. DD having a lot of problem trying to get by the slower cars here. Okay, keep an eye out there. And again, losing the rear yet again. So DD really having a real tough time trying to hold on to this Lexus. Right then, meanwhile, La Bomba's gap to Robo, 1.4 seconds. Starting to pull away, though, from Rascal. Rascal's gap has gone up just a teensy bit there. So La Bomba starting to set a little bit of a challenge now on Robo. As we ride on board then with La Bomba, always known as a qualifying expert. When it comes to race pace, he's a little bit lacking in, but he's showing some mettle here in this race here tonight, and he's hunting down the leader overall, Mr. Robo. Now they're going to catch up to Streisand and Merlin too, so lap traffic is going to play a part in this now. Again, the lap traffic, the GT300s don't need to move out the way for these faster cars. These GT500 cars will have to move. Will have to find a way to get by them. Gap is just sort of like stabilising, 1.4, 1.8, but then when there's a little bit of straight line speed, that's when Robo can pull away. Rascal seems to be dropping back a bit now, 4.7 now away from La Bomba. So maybe the soft tyres on Rascal starting to just go away just a teensy bit there, as Robo trying to go around the outside at Streisand, sorry. And he's just... Yeah, La Bomba's just got by. Yep, that's perfectly fine. In fact, La Bomba has got up a hell of a lot now on the leader Robo, as they're just going to lap Merlin now. And Robo was going to go to the inside of Merlin. Now La Bomba's got to get by Merlin in a hurry now. Oh, it's about clipping the curb. Gets a bit of a toe down. So the gap now is down to 1 second. La Bomba was only about half a second off Robo's time. But I think you can tell here that La Bomba is definitely the faster of the two of them. That the e-tron there, not really good on corners. It's only good on straight lines. But as you know, this track is very tight, very twisty as well. You could just see that gap just coming down ever so slowly. There's going to be a potential lead change happening very, very soon. This is the closest that La Bomba's been now to Robo into Bust. La Bomba sliding the rear there, losing it. Keeps it going though. Now they're going to be catching up to the Dottom. This is Hager now. And then this is where the Audi will start pulling away. Watch the gap up the top left then. 4.0, 4.3, 4.6, 5.0, 5.4, 5.8. It's going up. So La Bomba then trying to hunt down Robo. Rascal, the charge. Starting to drop away back a bit now. La Bomba does look settled in the Lexus. And you can see the gap now back up to roughly 5 seconds. 22 seconds down the road, though, is Nico. And in 5th place, still leading the GT 300 class, is Dominguez. But he's got Cro-Magna chasing him down. 6 seconds in the fast of the GT 500 cars there. There he is. There's a look then at DD, who has had a real tough opening 15 minutes, really. Now then, let's see. La Bomba now, the gap up to just over 1 second. There's a look then at Dominguez. I think my apologies. I meant to say, I think I mentioned about Ray Balanta dominating the ALMS series. Yeah, I've just realised Balanta didn't even race in that series. It was Dominguez. I got those two kind of mixed up. Oh, it was Crow lost it. Crow's on the grass there out of Wissenburg. Keeps it going, but it's lost quite a bit of time on him. He just took that last corner far too fast, didn't he? I'll tell you what, I was going to lie, it was a nice save too. Nice save. And Rascal pits in, the first to make a pit stop. Yeah, Crow is definitely must be struggling in the in that Nissan. Really struggling to get the power back on going there. So yeah, so Rascal the first to make a pit stop. And Nico was going to follow suit as well. 26 seconds down the road was Rascal. Looks like he's going to put on a new set of soft tyres there for him. Again, no tyre rule completely, you know, you don't need to do a stint on softs, mediums or hards. It's just whatever tyres you start with. That's what you could use for the rest of the race. Obviously, for those that are new to it, in terms of tyre compound, the soft tyres are the fastest tyres. It gives you the fastest lap, but they do wear a lot quicker. The medium tyres is pretty much self-explanatory. They'll be doing slightly slower lap times, but more wear than the softs. And then the harder tyres, those are the slower tyres, but they do wear a lot longer than the softs and the mediums. So there's a look then at Nico, just about getting by Merlin, who's now down into last position. So Streisen has found a way by, but now Nico's going to have to lap Streisen, which he has done. And La Bomba into the pit lane. La Bomba then the third of the GT500s to make a pit stop. Looks like he's going to put on some new set of soft tyres. And out he goes then, and Rascal tried to do the little short stop there, and he has gained a little bit of time on the Bomber. He must have gained about at least 1.5 seconds on the Bomber. Gap now down to 3.6 seconds, but Rascal will already have his tyres up to optimum temperature. As we see the Dottom, oh no, sorry, well, we'll change here now. So Crow has got by Dominguez. Now we're on board with DD Ranger, who has had Already a very eventful 20 minutes so far. He's not too confident, I have to say. He's a bit... I would have to say DD's a little bit conservative. He's not... He's a bit hesitant getting by the slower cars, I have to say, in all honesty. He's got by Dominguez now, but yeah, that's always been a bit of a DD's problem there. When he's getting by like these these slower cars, he's very, very hesitant to make a pass. Cro Magna comes in, so he's the fourth of them. So only DD Ranger, the only guy to have not made a pit stop in the 500s. And Robo now. Gap down to 8.2 seconds, and he's got some traffic to contend with. That is Cro Magna, so he's just come out of the pits. Listen how quiet the engine is. No gears in this car. There's a boatload of traffic there just ahead. That's Ranger, Dominguez and Cro all together. There's the marshal there waving the blue flag there out of Mutzig, and now into Erstein and into La Ville. And the gap coming down, the bomber, 7.9 seconds now. Cro's just got by Dominguez. Now into Bust. Oh, slightly understeery there. And once again, the gap coming back down. 6.666. That's not a nice number. Yeah, I think Robo's kind of struggling with these tyres. I don't know if you can change the tyres on this car. Probably can. I've not really raced on one of these cars actually for, well, forever really, so I don't know. Anyway then, coming out of Durenbach and then into the Wiesenburg, now getting held up behind Dominguez. Very tight pit entry in as well, so Robo does yet another lap. And you can see the gap now 5 seconds, so if Robo decides to make a pit stop, I believe La Bomba will come out in the lead, but Rasco is catching there. La Bomba now, 2.7 seconds. And in fact, you can see there, Rasco setting the fast lap yet again. A 1:42.515. He was half a second quicker than his previous fastest lap. So Rasco has got like a second wind on those new set of soft tyres, and he's hunting down La Bomba. And both of them are catching the leader, Robo. Oh, Didi's off. Didi's off yet again at La Ville. And here we go. Just went off in a big way. Yep, and yeah, that's a huge off there for DD. Again, another problem. And there's Robo. He's just gone by. Dominguez also gets by. And yet another problem then for DD. Robo's gap now down to 2.8 seconds now. So La Bomba and Rasco are really charging up here. As Rasco looks like he nearly ran out wide there, out of that long right-hander. Didn't call that a name. This is Hager now, and you can see the top three very close together now. Only 4.3 seconds separates the top three. And there you can see first place Robo, second place La Bomba, third place Rascal. Robo setting yet another lap time. Nico 34 seconds behind Rascal in third. Just clipping the barrier there, the Mohawk chicane. And I think they're just lapping someone else there. That is Maryland. And again, Robo may have got held up here now because Robo, the gap now is down to 1.2 seconds. Let's look at the back then of Robo and see La Bomba in the Lexus, followed by Rascal in the Honda, who has just managed to get by Maryland. And La Bomba is all over the back now. Could see a potential lead change in a minute. La Bomba came out the pits 8 seconds behind. 9 seconds behind. He's already gained that back up. Look how quicker than he is at Robo at Laville. And we're going to see a lead change right about now. And into the lead. Or will he? Yes, indeed he does. La Bomba takes the lead. And it's going to be any time very soon that Rasco is going to pass Robo in that Audi. Oh, look at the closer speed and gets into the back of Robo. But that's second place now, and then you'll see the Audi probably catch up again to Rascal. Look at the closer speed that the Audi will have on the Honda. And the problem is that Robo will have to brake a little bit earlier. Now, is Robo going to head into the pits there? No, he's going to do another lap. He did start on mediums. These two ahead, La Bomba and Rascal, are on soft tyres. So they're going to be doing a lot more pit stops than Robo, I'd imagine. I don't know what Robo's tyres are like. But there you go there. Dominguez, the first of the GT300s then to pit. And he does have a very sizable advantage there. We're not even half an hour into this race. He's already got a 57-second advantage over Vedottam in second place. Streifen is third, followed by Merland in fourth. Not unless if Merlin has already made a pit stop, because he's 28 seconds down the road. Blue flag still being waved, so that must be DD. Yep, indeed. Again, Merlin going a little bit wide there, out of Mutzig. And again, DD is going to be a little bit stuck behind him for a little bit. Now then into Laville. And again, you know, DD's just having a bit of a problem trying to get by these lap traffic. He finally does now. But again, he's lost at least a couple of seconds on Cro Magna, who's 26 seconds down the road. On board now with the new race leader La Bomba, hunting down 5th place Cro Magna to put a lap on him. Streifen's now being lapped. It's just a case of if Rascal's just gone by, and indeed he has. Rascal again setting another purple time, 1:42.497, which is about maybe like 100 faster than his previous fastest lap. And you can see the gap now coming down. Robo's now non-existent now, 5.2 seconds behind Rascal. So that E500 car, they're really struggling on those tyres now. And he just manages to lap Streifen, no problem at all. Back now with Rascal. It's probably the only closest battle on the track right now, as it's gone to a bit of a lull, as it seems already. But on board then with Rascals, definitely the quicker of the top two. Just listening to those tyres, they're squealing there out of Haga now. And of course the start finish line to start yet another lap then. So lap 17, roughly about half an hour complete. We'll go through the pecking order then as it stands then. So La Bomba's lead now down to less than a second. Robo, the only driver in the GT500 E-Class, he's leading that class because he's the only one, but he's third overall. Nico 35 seconds behind Robo in third. Then in 5th place is Cro Magna, who is about to be lapped by La Bomba and Rascal. DD Ranger is the last place driver. In fact, he is the last guy to make a pit stop in the 500 class. He comes in. Then leading the GT300s is Dominguez, who has got a 48-second advantage over Verdottem. Streifen in 3rd overall in the 300s, but 9th overall in the race. And in 10th place, last overall, out goes DD, is Merland in the AMG Mercedes. But like I says, he is a very, very late replacement there. Now, Kofi's got some work, Nico's got some work to do. Just gets by Merland, no problem. Now he's got DD just ahead, who's just come out the pit lane to put on a new set of soft tyres. And he gets by him just about. Indeed he does then, so DD is again a full lap down. And let's see the battle then for the lead now, as La Bomba has just lapped Verdottem. And I tell you what, Rascal will get a good run here. Let's ride on board then with Rascal, because he's going to be in the toe of La Bomba. Again, blue flag should be waved to Cro Magna here, but still quite far up the road though. But the gap now within half a second, so Rascal is within slipstream distance. Could see another lead change within a couple of minutes, really. Look how close Rascal gets under the brakes then at Mulhouse chicane. Getting a little wiggle there as Robo finally comes into the pit lane. That car does not have fuel, it's just battery powered, so there you go then. So I wonder what Robo's going to do, what tyres he's going to change to, because he did lose a hell of a lot of time to behind Rascal. Like I said, on the screen there, 25 seconds now. How close Rascal is. He's definitely the confident out of the two drivers, and they're still got to get by the lap car of Cro Magna. Yeah, but Rascal's getting closer. Rascal's getting very, very closer now to La Bomba's Lexus. Is he going to have a look on the inside of Bus corner? Was there a little touch there? I don't think there was. But it's looking a bit ominous now, and La Bomba's got to be looking in his rear view mirror to see a fast charging Rascal. And the gap going up to 7 tenths. He is still within slipstream distance by only just though. So then out of Riesenborg to start yet another lap. La Bomba still leads, but the gap now less than half a second. Rascal in second, Robo third, who's 25 seconds down the road and is slowly catching up now. Oh God, both these cars getting a little wiggle out of there. On board again with Rascal out going into La Ville. Different lines they're taking there. La Bomba taking the inside, Rascal taking like the middle line. And they are getting closer to putting Cro Magna a lap down. Oh, and again Rascal really braking very, very late at Bus corner, which is not going to help. He may have to change his brake balance there, just to be a little bit more sharper then. Now then, let's see what he does there. Again, La Bomba nearly sticking the car out wide out of that corner into Hauger now. Look at those brake ducts, you know, the brake discs there glowing up there on Rascal's Honda there as he gets a little bit onto the grass now. Didn't really lose too much time on La Bomba. And again, the Bomber looks like he's not really catching up to Crow Mag now, actually. I mean, he must be given the blue flag like lots of times here. I mean, if this was Formula 1, he'd be showing the black flag because he must have had like multiple blue flags to move out of the way. Oh, this could be an opportunity. Oh, he doesn't want to hold up the Bomber. Oh, goodness me, that was a bit hair-raising from Crow. And the gap has gone back up now, up to 1 second. That must have been quite scary there for La Bomba to see. Let's see. So here he goes then. Oh, that was... Yeah, that was a bit heart and mouth moment there for La Bomba, and you can see it's kind of lost Rascal some momentum. Let's see what the Rascal saw from it. Looks like he clipped the inside curb at Mutzig and has lost a bit of time out of that. And you can see the gap now to Rascal to Robo is coming down now to 22 seconds. So Robo is starting to slowly, methodically catch up to these two guys ahead. Oh, in fact, Rascal's going for the short stint again. So Rascal coming in, and he's going to put in some fuel on the car. Now, this is going to allow Robo to catch up now to Rascal. Because Rascal's going to have to put some fuel on the car there. Look at the sparks fly from the back of that e-tron Audi. And out goes Rascal. Puts on 51%. He's going to come out ahead of Robo. So out goes Rascal. So Rascal's made the call. He's gonna say to La Bomba, you got to make your pit stop. And he's going to be held up behind Merlin just a teensy bit. And he gets by him. So Rascals went for the undercut as Merlin kisses the wall out of Laville. And now La Bomba's going to lap Striffen, sorry, into Buster. I'm going to get held up behind too much there because the gap was only about 1.3 seconds when Rascal made his pit stop. Having a look then at the back then of your race leader, and Crow gets by Striffen, no problem. Dominguez is still leading the GT300 class. So we should be seeing the Bomber come into the pit lane, and you can see Rascal's gap is down to 16 seconds, so he's gained a second alone on this lap. It's going to be very, very close to come out. Who's going to come out ahead? As La Bomba and Crow both will make their second stop, but crucially, he's going to come out ahead. Here comes Rascal. He's just coming out of the Wiesenburg hairpin. Now, Rascal put on 51% of fuel. La Bomba is going to go to 51% as well, but Rascal's into the lead. So the undercut has worked. So it's now La Bomba that's now chasing. So we've had three different leaders. Robo for the first part, and then we had La Bomba, and now Rascal into the lead of the race. But La Bomba will have one lap fresher tyre than Rascal. But like I said, Rascal will have his tyres up to temperature, and he will start to slowly pull away. Now we're going to get by Merlin yet again. Nico comes in to make his second stop. Oh, La Bomba getting crossed up at Laville. And oh, Rascal scraping the wall. This is an opportunity now. Merlin is going around the long way. Oh, gets into the back there. And Rascal got held up a lot behind. There was some sparks flying because he did kiss the wall. Makes it look into the inside of Bus corner. Onto the inside and retakes the lead. Rascal up the speed out of Bus, does he? Nico's deciding to go to the medium tyres now. Side by side then for the lead. And they're going to be lapping and strifing any time soon. La Bomba nearly goes out onto the grass there. Rascal arrived to the outside at Hagenau. And La Bomba's retaking the lead yet again. So Rascal's lead only led for just a small amount of corners. Yeah, Rascal really got hurt being stuck behind Merlin, but you know, there's nothing what Merlin can do. He's got his own race to contend with as Robo makes yet another pit stop. So that was a very short second stint from for Robo. He's gone onto the soft tyres now, so there we go. Robo's onto the soft tyres. We saw Nico change to the mediums. There he is. He's now a full minute behind Robo, but 45 seconds ahead of Crow in 5th, and DD, who was just lapped Vidottum. There he is. And there is Dominguez, who is built up a minute and 24 seconds lead. We're not even halfway. Dominguez is going to lap the whole entire field at this rate. Right, again, the top two then literally nose to tail. Rascal trying to find momentum back after that moment he had a lap ago with Maryland with the lap traffic. He's getting closer to the back of La Bomba there. Light absolutely flashing there. You can see, no, you can't even see the back sponsor of La Bomba's Lexus. Gets into the toe yet again. The gap coming down ever so slowly. Thinks about pulling out a move into the hairpin. But that Honda just looks so good under brakes. He's definitely closer. This is not really an overtaking opportunity going into the Moorhouse chicane. But La Bomba taking a tight line in the first part. Rascal taking the usual normal racing line, and it could benefit him here. Going to see a potential another lead change here, side by side over the brow of the hill, down towards the fast right-hander here. La Bomba on the inside, Rascal on the outside. Now going in towards Mutzig. La Bomba protecting the inside line into the hairpin. Rascal trying to go for the cutback on the exit of Mutzig, and he can't get the traction out what he wanted to have, and La Bomba, just for now, still holds on to that lead. Now watch the lines that both these drivers take there. Rascal going to the middle, La Bomba hugging the inside. Now the next car up ahead there, who's just coming across the sector out of bus, that is the leader of the GT300s. That will be Dominguez. Robo is starting to close up on the pair of them too. So while they've been squabbling, Robo's gap has gone down to 16 seconds behind Rascal. And it is still coming down, even though Robo now is on the soft tyres. So Robo, I think he wants to sniff, he wants to be involved in this race now. Of this battle, protect for the lead. Here we go then, La Bomba now under some severe pressure now from Rascal, and again La Bomba going defensive into the hairpin. Will Rascal get the run off the corner? No, he doesn't. Lap 25 then, 47 minutes to go. Rascal all over the back of La Bomba into the Moorhouse chicane. Rascal going for a wider line to get better traction off the corner. He has done that a couple of times and it didn't work. It didn't work yet again. This could be an opportunity though. The bumper is going to gift the inside to Rascal. Oh, there's contact there! Yeah, La Bomba gifted the inside, which will mean the outside for Rascal. Still side by side. La Bomba parking the bus on the apex, so Rascal couldn't do the cutback. So that's good, good driving there from La Bomba, so he didn't lose the lead. But now Rascal looks to the inside at Laville, and La Bomba hugs the inside. Rascal goes to the middle of the track. This is great racing between these pair of them. And now they are going to catch up with the leader of the GT300s. That is Dominguez. Hopefully he isn't going to be a party pooper in this battle. There he is. There's the BMW. Here he goes then. Yep, he's just going to let them by. Yep, he is. He's let La Bomba go by. Rascal's now getting a little bit held up behind. So he's going to have to go a little bit long way around at Durenbach, and he has got it. So he's going to lose a little bit of time, Rascal, but not too much. And then the next driver that's next in line could be... I think there's a couple of drivers there actually at the Mulhouse chicane. We'll keep an eye out on that, see who that is. Oh, that is Nico actually lapping the Dottom. Again, no disrespect to the other races. This is the only real close battle that's going on for the race itself. And again, no, Rascal just tucks in behind La Bomba this time. Didn't want to go side by side through that corner like they did a lap ago, because that ended up in contact. Oh, someone's gone around. Was that Crow? Yeah, Crow just went around at the back of it, trying to lap Dominguez. Or did he lose the rear? Let's have a look then. I was just looking at the map at the top left and just see like an arrow going at a different direction here. So here we go. Clips the grass. Yeah, just clip the grass just a bit there. Now then, they're going to lap the Dottom, who's second in the GT300s now. Oh, they're catching up the Dottom at the worst part. La Bomba's going to get held up. Rascal pulls to the inside of Durenbach. And through into the lead again goes Rascal, but will La Bomba have the run out of Durenbach? No, he doesn't. Now will he go to the inside? Rascal protects the lead now. Oh, that door handle contact 3, 4, 5 times. Now then into the Wiesenburg hairpin. Rascal and La Bomba still going at it, hammer and tongue, side by side for the lead. Rascal eventually finally led that lap as the Dottom comes into the pit lane. Rascal getting it fully sideways into the Mulhouse chicane. Still side by side, La Bomba's back through again. My oh my, this is fantastic racing here. It looks like there's definitely no love lost between these two, but they are going at it like absolute men. My oh my, that was some intense racing. Just now into the second half of this race. The lead's been changed about 4 times so far. Robo is slowly catching up. He's 12 seconds behind now. There's a look then at Dominguez, who I believe has now got a full lap lead over the guy in second place, which is the Dottom, who has made his pit stop. Strife and Swoosh in third and Merlin in 4th place, but he is starting to catch up now onto the back of the Toyota rookie. Now then, oh, La Bomba's sideways out of burst, and he's got the lead back again, has he? No, kind of lost the rear, but he's on the outside for this long right-hander. My, oh my, this is some intense racing here. You think they're racing like it's the last lap. It's only just gone into the second half of the race. There's 43 minutes to go. Oh, La Bomba's out on the grass. So he's going to lose some momentum now, and he's out of slipstream distance now. How many people are watching this? 6 people that are watching. Yeah, Rascal now starting to pull away. 1.1 seconds now he has over La Bomba, but Robo is catching now. 10.5 seconds now he is away. Now Rascal's next target ahead is Nico in 4th place. I tell you what, thank God this is only just a 90-minute race and not a 3-hour race. My voice will be absolutely gone by then. You can see Rascal now starting to pull away now from La Bomba. But also Rascal did pit 1 lap early than La Bomba. Robo now 10.4 seconds now away from La Bomba. So then a look at Nico, who is going to be a lap down very, very soon. Cro-Magnon in 5th. DD just crossing the line to start yet another lap. And there's Dominguez first, still in his class. And he's got a full lap advantage over the Dotum in 2nd. Here's a look then at Merlin, just into the middle of the Mohouse chicane. Gap still 10 seconds to Streifen. And now Nico is going to be the next guy that's going to be lapped from Rascal. Let's ride on board then at the back of Nico, the Calsonic Nissan. The marshals are going to give Nico the blue flag here. And there comes Rascal, dives to the inside at Mutzig. And through he goes cleanly. Dominguez makes his pit stop. I think that's his 2nd stop. And the bumper's now 2.1 seconds adrift, so he's starting to struggle now to try and catch up, or to trying to latch onto Rascal's Honda. And out goes Dominguez. He's just made this pit stop, and he still stays a lap ahead of the Dotum. DD Ranger comes in to make his 2nd stop. And La Bomba's just lapping himself from Nico and Merland as well. But now the gap up to 2.5 seconds now. DD Ranger comes out of the pits. He may come out just ahead of Rascal, which indeed he does. And there we ride aboard with our new race leader then, Rascal. Robo was now set the fastest lap of the race, a 1:41.5, which he goes in to make his 3rd pit stop. As there goes Rascal just lapping Streifen. And now La Bomba now is going to try and lap himself another lap on Streifen. Swoosh. Rubble comes out now, 22 seconds down the road. And now, there's a look then at Cro-Magnon, and he's just trying to put another lap on Merland. Oh, Crow creeping in the grass out of La Ville. What a save that was. Yeah, Crow's been quite erratic in this race. I don't think this is his favourite track, I must admit. But like I says, Crow and Merland have been flung into the deep end. They are like, you know, pretty much like very late replacements. Yeah, but that was a huge moment there for Crow, and he held on to that car brilliantly yet again, like he did at the start-finish line, you know, about half an hour ago. He'd actually just ride on board with a lap of Robo in his car. It's just listen to how quiet this engine is. So there we go, Ben. That was a lap of Alsace with the most quietest engine on the field there, Robo. Gap to 17 seconds now over La Bomba now. So that was nice and quiet there. Here we go, Ben. There's then Crow just putting another lap back on Striving. Again, nearly losing the rear out of the Mohouse chicane. And Rascal's lead now up to 5.4 seconds. The Bomber can't keep up now with Rascal, unfortunately. But a bit of a problem there for Rascal. He's got DD Ranger just ahead of him to put him 2 laps down. This time DD actually showing some good pace actually now in that Lexus. He's starting to figure out the track and the car now itself. So that's good going from DD. Obviously the damage was done in the opening 20 minutes there. But, you know, like I says, DD just showing some pace now in that Lexus. And into the pits comes Rascal. So out will go La Bomba to do another lap. Now, where's Robo in all of this? 21 seconds down the road. And Rascal's going to put more fuel in the car. He probably might go all the way to... No, I think he's going to do another lap, I reckon. Yeah, another pit stop, I feel. And he's going to come out just ahead of Robo in third. So Rascal timed that quite well now. Now, Robo... in his quicker Audi is going to catch up to Rascal and could get by him very, very soon. And we're coming onto a bit of the track where the Audi will be just blitzes by the Honda like it's not even there. You can see the gap coming down, but then there's another corner that we're just going into. And that's where the Honda will stretch his legs away from the Audi. It's really the only time where this Audi will catch up to the guys ahead will be at, you know, on the exit of Hagenau, Durenbach, and then before Riesenburg. That's the only time where he will start catching up to Rascal ahead. And they're gonna now he's gonna have to lap Nico yet again. Now, if La Bomba will make his pit stop soon, he will probably come out behind Robo, I feel. Let's see what La Bomba will do here. Will he make a pit stop? Yeah, indeed he does. So he will come into the pit lane. So Rascal's going to come out into the lead. Robo will go into second. And I feel that La Bomba will come out third. Yeah, here comes Robo. He crosses the line now. Rascal's already crossed the line, so Robo is now back up into P2. Out goes the Bomber. He comes out now in third, 5.3 seconds adrift of Robo. But Robo was the first of the 3 drivers to pit there. So if you think about it, we've had an hour's worth of racing, and the gap between the top 3 is only just 8 seconds. Now there's a look then at Nico in 4th place. There's only 3 cars on the lead lap now. Nico's gone a lap down yet again. Oh, he's been lapped because Rascal made a pit stop there. A couple of laps ago, sorry. Ooh, Nico there sliding the GTR. Oh, big sideways. So we'll give you another rundown then with about half an hour yet to go. Rascal into the lead and he's starting to pull away from Robo in second. Gap up now to 3.1 seconds. La Bomba in third, 8.4 seconds off the leader. As there was some sparks flying, I'm guessing that was from Robo. Nico is the first guy, 1 lap down in fourth. Cro Magna in fifth, but he's starting to hunt down Nico, actually. Only less than 10 seconds now from himself to Nico. DD Ranger in sixth, but last overall in the 500 class. Dominguez just a normal day in the office here for Dominguez there. He still dominates in the GT class there. He's got a full lap ahead over the Dottom, who is showing some blue flags. That must be from from Nico. Stephen Swoosh in third place in the 500 class, but he's been hunted down by Maryland in the AMG. So let's ride on board then with AMG. This could be now the closest battle on track. There's only 2 seconds now separating the pair of them. It's Toyota versus Mercedes as we are now down to 30 minutes to go. Oh, Merlin sliding all 4 wheels out of Wiesenburg, and there's another lap. But you can see that little mistake there, getting all wheels locked up, has lost him a second on Streifen just ahead. Now he's got some blue flags there. Move out of the way, kisses the barrier on the Millhouse. And that is Dominguez to put him 2 laps down, I feel. And you can see Dominguez flashing the lights to let Maryland know that he's coming. Oh, wow! Maryland really early on the brakes into Mutzig. I don't think Dominguez was expecting that there, or not unless if Maryland was moving way over to the right-hand side to let Dominguez go by. Now Dominguez's next target is to put Streifen Swoosh another lap down on him. And now meanwhile Robo is now 5.3 seconds away from the leader Larasco. And La Bomba, looks like his third stint on those tyres is not sort of worked out for him. He's only 4.3 seconds behind Robo, but he's not really gaining that much on Robo, even though he did put in, I believe, 4 laps or so fresher than Robo. Now we've got a bit of a mess going into the Wiesenburg hairpin. That is actually the race leader, Rasco, and he's got Maryland and DD just ahead. DD a little bit hesitant to try and get by lap traffic. He should get by him no problem on the start-finish straight, which he just about does. And now Rasco's got a little bit of a problem here because he's got some cars here to work with. Oh, that's the wrong button there. It's all the way looking back there. The battle there for the lead with La Bomba. Right, so he's got by Maryland, no problem. Let's see if he can get by Rager and put another lap down on him. As Dominguez is trying to put a lap on Streifen just ahead. And now Dominguez is now 2 laps ahead of Swoosh. And the gap up now to 6.4 seconds. 26 minutes to go. Oh, Rasco again. Streifen doesn't need to move out the way. He's got his own race to contend with. Now let's see what DD can do. He will get by Swoosh, no problem. Rasco gets by Dominguez, no problem. Now, will that allow Maryland to catch up a little bit on Streifen? No. And again, Maryland going off and spinning it out of bust. Maryland losing the rear, clipping the grass, and off he goes. And he was trying to catch up to Swoosh yet again, and it's all gone in vain. And yeah, for a guy who was, you know, just like I said, you know, he's just a very, very, very late replacement. I can't put any blame on him for not driving so well. You know, he doesn't know this track that, you know, he hasn't practiced around here. So we can't put a lot of blame on Maryland on that one. Meanwhile, Crow Magna has actually gone by Nico. So Crow is up into P4. He's passed Nico. As Robo will make yet another pit stop. Possibly his last stop, actually. Oh, Nico getting all out of shape out of the hairpin. So Crow Magna's now found something in his GTR. And he's past Nico now. So that's now P4 for him. It's Nico getting all scribbly out of the Mohouse chicane. Letting the sparks fly after kissing the barrier. Oh, Nico's one very wide out of Mutzig, and around he goes! Right in front of the path of Robo. And Nico, it's just all gone horribly wrong for Nico now. He's lost position number 4, and he's just lost just understeering out of Mutzig. Oh no, he was actually battling with Robo. Now, was there contact between them that happened? We'll have a look. Was there any type of contact? Yes, there was. There was a little bump from Robo, and Nico tried to keep it going, but yeah, couldn't. So Robo could be in a bit of bother there with the stewards after that. But there he is now in P3. And I'm guessing he has made his last pit stop. I presume he has. So I feel that Rascal and LaBomba has to pit one more time. With 23 minutes to go, this race might not be over for Robo just yet. He's got to pull on a string of good, consistent lap times. And hopefully lap traffic will do him some sort of favour. But he's got to get by Strife and Swoosh. And the Crow Magna as well. So he's gone by Strife and no bother. Nico comes in to make what will be his last pit stop. And there is Crow, who is starting to finally figure out this track now. 2 minutes and 3 seconds down the road of our race leader, Rascal, which is a full lap plus 20 seconds more. And the Dottom will make his final pit stop, because he is also a full lap down on the leader, Dominguez, who was just absolutely dominating. I mean, I'd watch out for Dominguez. If he's going to compete in the GR3 Championships, watch out for him, because he could pose a threat to Hallex and Inman, the way he's going, driving that BMW, that's for sure. In fact, he's going to be putting down another lap down on from Robo. Here he comes. Just start getting held up behind a little bit. So through goes Robo, and now he's going to put a lap down on Crow Magna as the sparks yet again flying. There'd be nothing work at the underbody of that Audi, the way it's going. Yet more sparks flying. So there is Rascal. The lead now up to 12 seconds. The Bomber's definite third stint hasn't been as attacking as the previous two. It looks like he's going to either to contend with either second or third, because Robo is not out of this battle just yet. He has made his last pit stop. The Bomber has yet to make his last pit stop, as does Rascal. But there was a bit of a buffer though between Rascal and to La Bomba. There is Crow Magna in fourth. He's going to lap DD. There he is there, yeah. Oh, gets into the back of DD, and again, DD looks very, very slow. He's not too confident driving this car, I must admit. Yeah, he's just carrying a bit too much speed there, and he just didn't seem to accelerate. Yeah, he could be a bit of a hazard here. You know, there could be some complaints going about with DD there. He could be, you know, I mean, I don't want to bash his driving, what have you, but it's just, he just doesn't seem confident driving this car. He really doesn't. Right, eventually, Cro-Magnon finally makes his last pit stop. And he does have a big gap to Nico, 40 seconds in all. Obviously, Nico had that spin out of Mutzig. So Crow will comfortably come out, staying in that third spot. And there he goes then. Crow comes out of the pit lane. Robo's gap to La Bomba now 9.8 seconds, so it's down less than 10 seconds now. 23 seconds away from the leader, Rascal, who should be pitting within maybe the next couple of minutes, I reckon. Oh, yellow flag there. Someone's had an off at the start-finish straight. I was just looking to see who that could be. It's going to be a GT300 driver, and I think it might have been Merland, actually. Indeed it was, yeah. Merland losing the rear yet again. Oh, he's getting on the power way too early. Oh, yeah, Merland definitely struggling in the AMG. But fair play to Merland, he is keeping going. Rascal puts a lap on him again. You know, that's always, we always like to see drivers do that. You know, even though they've had a bit of a nightmare race, they decide, you know, they're still keeping it going. They're not giving up, they're not quitters, and that's what we want to see in the ARC. We don't want to see any people rage quitting or leaving because they've had the bad race. The leader of the 300s then into the pit lane to make his last pit stop. He will still comfortably come out, still leading a full lap ahead. In fact, the Tottenham is not even, it's like halfway around the lap. So you could be talking about over a 2-minute advantage now from Dominguez to the Tottenham. I'd say roughly about 2:10, 2:20. Actually see itself there, actually. Yeah, 2 minutes and 22 the gap is from Dominguez to the Tottenham. Now, will Rascal will come into the pits this time by, or will he do yet another lap? 16 minutes to go. Race is almost finished. And Rascal's going to do another lap. You've got to feel he's got to be coming in maybe within the next couple of laps or so. Oh, just been told there he's using DD Ranger's using a wheel. Okay, then I didn't know that. Oh, in fact, he's coming into the pit lane, so Ranger coming in. I didn't know that he was using the wheel for the first time. And he will gas it up all the way now. That will be his last stop. Rascal then across the start finish line to do lap 44. Oh. Little sideways out the mile chicane there, nearly kissing the barrier on the exit there too. I think we should be seeing Rascal next week for the B grade final at Interlagos. I don't know who's going to be my co-commentator beside me. Will be probably Law. I think he's ARC1, I think. But Rascal, who didn't attend qualifying last night, had to work his way through the field. And there he is now, comfortably in the lead of the race. Let's see if Robo is catching up on the Bomber just slightly. 8.3 seconds. Not as much as he wanted to be. And there is the Dotum, who's still sitting second. That's it. Robo was catching him in a hurry out of Ostwald and then into Bust. And Robo is got by. Then at Streif and Swoosh, I think he was the only guy to start the race on the hard tyres. Everyone else started on either the softs or the mediums. As Rascal finally comes into the pit lane, he's got a good gap back. I was going to say Guffer yet again. He's got a good gap on him to La Bomba. And he's going to fuel to probably about 35, 36 maybe. Oh, only 25 he's putting on. So he's still going to come out in the lead. Question is La Bomba still going to come out ahead of Robo? Well, I think there's your answer. The answer is no. Robo comes out ahead of La Bomba. So La Bomba's got some work to do if he wants to get back up into second place. He's putting a bit more fuel than Rascal. But let's see. Robo is on the medium tyres. La Bomba's stuck with the softs all the way through. And we've seen La Bomba is definitely a lot more quicker than Robo on those tyres. So there could be second place battle not over, it would seem. La Bomba's just got to find the pace, what he has done in the first stint, really. And the problem is he's got to get by the Dotum as well in the process to catch up to Robo, which he has just about done so now. So we're going to keep an eye out then on the gap between Robo to La Bomba with 12 minutes to go. Couple of free cars there battling out of Molehouse Chicane. There's a look at Merlin. There's DD and Nico. Let's ride on board then with Nico. And there's DD just ahead. Moves out the way. Good awareness out from DD. And Merlin just moving out of the way from Nico. Nico's pretty much been in position 4 the entirety of this race for losing it to Cro-Magna. And we should be seeing Cro-Magna compete in the BTCC next week. You never know, you might see me out on track next week. Possibly. I did say I was going to compete in a couple of rounds. Let's see then with Nico to Ranger. Ranger then using the wheel for the first time. Still keeping in touch though with Nico. As Crow comes in to make his last pit stop. Crow should still come out ahead of Nico, I reckon. That's pretty, he doesn't need to put on too much fuel as well in that car. He'll probably change tyres, but might not need to change. Yeah, he puts in a bit of fuel. Oh, in fact, Nico actually comes in. So Nico comes in. Doesn't really has to 57% of fuel. And then let's see the gap now, 4.4 seconds. So La Bomba is starting to chase down Robo, and we've got 10 minutes to go. He's already done it once. See if he can do it again, this time late on in the race as he makes his way out of burst. And he will probably see that Dutchman just ahead. There he is. A little shade of number 2. That is Robo. And the only time where he'll get Robo is at a corner or in, well, actually in the corner. He won't get him down on the straightaway. That's when the Audi will pull away. But still, this has been a good drive this year from La Bomba. Started second on the grid. Did briefly lead for a good wee while at least. Put up a tremendous fight with Rascal, but then Rascal has just been different gravy since making the pass on La Bomba. You can see gap now between Rascal to La Bomba is 17 seconds. It's forward nearly 15 seconds between himself to Robo, who is in second place. But you can see La Bomba is really trying. He's driving the wheels off of this Lexus to catch up to Robo in second in the GT 500E class. And Robo is on the mediums. La Bomba's been stuck with the softs all the way through the race. Like I said, there was no rule on the tyre compound. You can race on the softs, mediums or hard. There was no rule and said you have to race on the softs for one stint, or mediums or hards, and that. Robo has got by Swoosh, no problem. Now let's see if La Bomba can get by going in towards Burst. He's going to be a little bit held up behind. No, Swoosh moves out the way. Like I said, doesn't need to move out the way. He's got his own race to contend with. But he was quite a long way off the Dottam, who's second place in the class. And now, let's see, where can La Bomba get by him? It's not going to be along here anyways. He's a bit too far back. But he is now in the toe of Robo. Starting then lap 48, 7 minutes to go. Robo. Oh, Robo very slow out of the Morehouse, but that's kind of expected, having the faster car out of the pair of them, which means he has to brake a little bit earlier. So La Bomba's got to be a little bit more aware now that Robo has to brake somewhat a little bit early. And like I said, he's already done it. Oh, it might have been a mistake there for Robo, going in towards Mustwig. And La Bomba around the outside of Robo. That's a tremendous pass, and that's back up into P2. But will Robo have that spot back? Yes, he does. The power of the Audi just goes by La Bomba like it wasn't even there. Side by side through La Ville. That was daunting stuff, and La Bomba retakes her position back. Whoa, that was heart in mouth moment right there. Look how quick he gains down Robo. Oh, wow. Dominguez has got time to have a chat in there, and you got to, I mean, yeah. What's the gap now between himself to Dottam? Nearly 2 minutes and 30. Yeah. No, actually, tell a lie. Oh, Rascal's come in. Rascal may have short shifted. But he's got a big enough buffer though, 20 seconds to put more fuel in the car. Better to be safe than sorry, at least. So he must have he definitely must have put in not a lot of fuel in. He will still come out comfortably ahead of La Bomba now, who's now 8 seconds down the road, 6 seconds. Oh, nearly losing the rear. So he's going to lose a bit more time though. So now the top three are now only separated by 8.3 seconds, and that is after 1 hour and 25 minutes worth of racing. Those are the only three cars that are on the same lap. Cro Magna has just gone into the pit lane. Now he might lose 5th place here, 4th place to Nico. So we could have a battle potential for 4th place if Cro-Magnon comes out just ahead. Oh, yeah, Nico just gets by Crow. So there's going to be a battle for 4th place then, you know, right now. And on board with Crow, who had the worst time because he came out just behind the Dottom. So now we could have a potential battle now for 4th place between the German Nico and the American Cro-Magnon. Both in the same cars. There's a great camber shot there. Right, let's see what Crow can do. Can he hunt down Nico with 4 minutes to go left on the clock? Nissan GTR versus Nissan GTR. The battle for 4th place. Dominguez, he'll be typing something in the chat again. Robo comes in to make his last pit stop. Well, that's quite interesting. I thought it would have been good to go the rest of the way, to be honest with you. I can't say he was short on fuel because that car doesn't have any fuel in the car. Like I said, it's battery powered. Anyway, Cro-Magnon getting very close to the back of Nico now, out of Hagano. Yeah, Rascal has just set the fastest lap of a 1:41.6 then, but look at this still, side by side then, into the Wiesenburg hairpin. They've got Streif and Swoosh to be contending with as well, and Cro-Magnon back on the inside, and he's retaken 4th place. Nico trying for the switcheroo, and that never came to fruition, so Cro-Magnon back into P4. Now they've got to get by Swoosh very, very quickly, especially Nico, because they don't get held up behind him, especially at this part of the track. Swoosh moves out of the way. Nico didn't lose too much time out of that, sliding the rear out of the Moorhouse chicane. And now over the brow of the hill, they've got roughly about 2 more laps of racing to go. And Nico is wanting to get that 4th position back. So we pretty much know confirmed, barring any mistakes from the 3 of them ahead, that Rascal is going to win, the Bomber's going to finish 2nd, and Robo's going to finish 3rd. But who is going to finish 4th? Is it Crow? Oh, Crow's got off in a big way there out of La Ville. Now, is that going to allow Nico an opportunity to get closer and even passing Crow? Looks like Crow didn't lose too much time, really, after that moment at La Ville. Crow really working out of shape. The rear end is really tail happy. But again, Nico didn't, you know, make an attempt to close up on him. And again, he lights up the rears then out of Hagenau, and the gap is starting to spread away. So Crow, barring if he doesn't do any mistakes, but we have seen it in a couple of occasions on this lap alone. And here is your race leader. I think this will possibly be... No, he's going to have another lap left. Yeah, I believe he'll have another lap left there. So Rascal is going to go on to win the race. La Bomba will finish 2nd. Robo will finish 3rd. And Crow is starting to pull away now for Nico. This will be the last lap for them, because I won't have time to do yet another lap. DD in 6th. And there is Dominguez, who's been typing in the chat, but he's racing at the same time. And what is the gap now between himself there? It is now 2 minutes and 30 seconds, pretty much now, between himself to Verdottum. Swoosh, the first time driver for him. I think he'll be happy finishing 3rd overall in his class. As I said, there is Rascal. He will start yet another lap. Well, this will be the last lap. Here comes Robo. He's just coming across the start-finish line to start his last lap, and it's going to be a podium finishing. But it's going to be a win in class for Robo, even though he was the only racer in it. No Techno Guide, no Genesis to race with him. And he did start on the pole position as well, so finishing 3rd overall in the race. Won't be too much. Anyway, time is up. This is the last lap then, and it's going to be Cro-Magnon. It's going to be first across the line, but he's going to be finishing 4th overall, sliding his way out of Wiesenberg. And the iconic purple and yellow livery will cross the line first to finish 4th overall. Nico will cross the line in 5th. He's pretty much been battling 4th the whole entire race. Here comes DD Ranger. First time using a wheel. Maybe I was a little bit bashing him and all that because of his driving and all that. So apologies there to DD. But still, 6th place for him for the first time using the wheel is pretty good going. And who is that then crossing the line? That is Swoosh. Swoosh is going to be the first one to cross the line in the 300s, but 3rd overall. Good going there for the newbie. And now here comes the Dotum. He's crossing the line at 2nd overall. There he goes there. Good job there for the Dotum. And who are we waiting for now? Here it comes there. There's Rascal. We just caught a glimpse of Rascal crossing the line to take a win. And here comes the Bomber, flashing the lights. He had a good go at it, but then he just fell short, especially in the second half of the race. Losing time there to Rascal in the end there. Here comes Robo. He's crossing the line. P3 for him. Started on the pole. There he goes, across the line. And now we just got to wait for Dominguez and also Merland. Here he comes. Here comes Merland. Again, we can't be too critical of Maryland. You know, he's just been thrown into this race there just by extremely late entry. So here he comes then. He'll be thankful this race is finally over. He crosses the line then in last place. And here comes Dominguez. Pretty much lights the flag victory for the 300 class. And he'll do his traditional slowing down on the line. And there we go. And that's everyone across the line. So there you go then, 21 seconds separated first to the 3rd place, and Cro-Magnon was the first one across the line, a lap down. But congratulations to Rascal, the endurance master, shall we say, picks up yet another victory. Well, that was the ARC 1.5 Hours of Alsace there. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I've been savvy. I'm off to get some food now because I am absolutely starving. So we'll see you again next week. Next Saturday will be the B grade final, which I believe we'll see Rascal back out on track yet again. And then next week, the return of the BTCC Championship Round 4 coming to you live again on the ARC Adrenaline Racing Community YouTube channel. So anyways, I'm going to end the stream. Like I said, I've been savvy. We'll see you again next Saturday.